757. Drone light shows are the most beautiful ones and also the latest technology by computer. But today, we're gonna go behind the scenes and find out everything, all the magic behind the scenes. And for that, we need an expert, and we have with us Jeffrey Holmes. How are you?
Hi, good evening, welcome.
I'm so excited. We are celebrating our Christmas episode here in Newport News, and you are in charge of the beautiful magic happens with the drone light show tonight. Can you just walk us through and tell us about it, how that happened?
Yes, absolutely. Tonight, guests are going to have the opportunity to witness 350 illuminated drones through a nostalgic soundtrack of Christmas holiday music that are going to be flying in the air, creating images as tall as 200 feet in the air. It's going to be, I said that wrong. The images are 200 feet. They will be much higher in the air than that.
Much higher. I'm sure of that.
It's going to be a really incredible experience. If you've never experienced a drone show in person, there's something just absolutely magical about it.
I know, and I agree with you. I think it's the latest technology that we see when we went to see a show, a drone show. But now, quick question. You say 350 drones tonight. Are you have 350 people flying there? How that happens?
Well, essentially, we just bought out the Marriott, and you have a pilot in every room. No, that would be awful. That would be a logistical nightmare. There is actually a single pilot in command, nicknamed the Pick, and they are in charge of making sure that all of the drones are flying in the correct formations. But either else, a lot of it is very automated. There's a lot of practice and simulation to make sure that the computer systems and the drones are talking to each other. And then there is one main gentleman who is going to make sure that everything is safe and everything is functional to create a really amazing show for everybody.
I love that. You just say something very important, safe. Now, when it comes to these kind of shows, like tonight here in the city of Newport News, what safety precautions you need to have to fly these 350 drones?
Of course, that's a really good question. Safety is the most important factor. We want to have a great guest experience, but we want everyone to go home at the end of the day too. So the first thing we do is we actually block off an area around the drones. So we have a safety zone in which if you are not a member of my team, you're not permitted to go in there. And then from that point, the drones themselves have what's called well, I guess I call it like a geofence.
And
a geofence is basically a fancy fence in the sky or a fancy gateway in the sky that if the drone decided it wanted to go rogue and head off to the fence, once it hit that point, it would automatically land.
Oh my God, I love that. So they have to connect to each other.
Yes, they do. They talk to each other, they talk to the computer on the ground, and we've cleared the area. We've also done site visits and testing to make sure that when the drones fly, they are going to be over the buildings, not in the buildings.
Oh my God, that's very important, right?
Yes, and then the very last thing is we have what's called our spotters. So there's multiple spotters throughout the area that are watching the drone shows from different angles, just in case, there might be something odd, if there was an emergency helicopter that needed to fly through the area, or again, one of the drones decided to go play hooky for a little while. We're just keeping an eye out for things like that. These are all very rare instances, but, as we'd rather be safe.
I love that. It's so much information behind the scenes. Now, quick question before we have to go to break. The batteries, what happens if the batteries just run off?
If the batteries run out, then we've done a really bad job. The batteries can last around 14 minutes of flight time.
14 minutes,
we always make sure that the shows are roughly 10 to 12 minutes, which gives us enough time to take off and land, get in position.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that would be an unfortunate incident.
Yeah, we don't want that happening tonight. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much. Really quick, if people want to find you, where they can contact you?
Oh, we're available at iwgproductions.com. That's on social. That's on all of our Instagram and website, iwgproductions.com.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. So much information, so many questions that I can ask you because time is flying. We have a drone right here that I want to ask you really quick. What is the model of that one?
This is called an X7. It can actually be seen from up to 7 miles away when it's flying.
Wow,
it's that bright.
Well, I can't wait to see the show tonight. So once again, thank you so much.
My pleasure.